Hey everyone, and welcome to the Women of War podcast, where we dive into the untold stories of women's bravery, struggles, and resilience in the midst of conflict. I am your host, Megan, and together we'll explore the powerful narratives of women who've stood on the front lines, those who have been caught in the crossfires, and the lasting impact war has had on their lives. From ancient warriors to modern day heroes, we'll uncover the roles women have played in shaping history throughout war and peace. So grab your headphones and let's embark on this journey to hear the voices of women who fought battles both seen and unseen. Get ready for an eye-opening experience on the Women of War podcast. Welcome back to the Women of War podcast. Today we're diving into the extraordinary life of Lillian Gilbreth, a true pioneer in both industrial engineering and psychology. I can't wait for you to hear this episode. Let's get into it. Lillian was a pioneering American psychologist, industrial engineer, and management consultant who made significant contributions to the field of industrial engineering and the study of human efficiency in the workplace. She is best known for her work in time and motion studies alongside her husband Frank. Together, they laid the foundation for modern industrial engineering and ergonomics. Lillian's work extended beyond the factory floor to impact home economics, education, and the broader fields of management. The early life and education of Lillian. Lillian Evelyn Moller was born on May 24, 1878, in Oakland, California. She was the second of 9 children in a family of German descendants. Lillian demonstrated a keen intellect and a passion for learning from an early age. She graduated from Oakland High School in 1896 and pursued a higher education at the University of California, Berkeley, where she earned a bachelor's degree in literature in 1900. Despite societal expectations of women at the time, Lillian continued her education, earning a master's degree in literature from Berkeley in 1902. Partnership with Frank Gilbreth. Lillian met Frank Bunker Gilbreth in 1903, and they married in 1904. Frank, an established contractor, had begun developing methods to improve labor efficiency through time and motion studies. Lillian's background in psychology, which she switched to when she met Gilbreth, and literature complemented Frank's practical experience, creating a formidable partnership. Together, they embarked on a mission to optimize work processes by studying the motion involved in tasks and finding ways to reduce unnecessary movement. Their collaboration led to the development of the Gilbreth system, which focused on increasing productivity and reducing worker fatigue through scientific management principles. They identified 17 basic motions, which they called their blings. Gilbreth spelled backwards with a few modifications, and used these to analyze the efficiency of various tasks. This system allowed for a more detailed examination of work processes and contribution to significant improvement in industrial efficiency. Contributions to industrial engineering. Lillian's contributions to industrial engineering were profound and multifaceted. While Frank focused on the technical aspects of their work, Lillian applied her knowledge of psychology to understanding the human element of labor. She recognized the importance of worker satisfaction and well-being in achieving optimal efficiency. Her work emphasized the need to design jobs and workplaces that accommodated human capabilities and limitations. One of Lillian's most notable contributions was her work on motion study in the home. She applied the principles of scientific management to household tasks, seeking to reduce the time and effort required for domestic chores. Her book, The Homemaker and Her Job, in 1927, outlined practical methods for improving household efficiencies, which had a lasting impact on home economics. Academic and professional achievements. Following Frank's sudden death in 1924, Lillian continued their work, establishing herself as a leading expert in industrial engineering and management. She earned a PhD in psychology from Brown University in 1915, a rare achievement for a woman at that time, and became a prolific writer and lecturer. Lillian's expertise was recognized by various organizations and institutions. She served as a professor at Purdue University, where she was the first female engineering professor, and helped establish the university's program in industrial engineering. Her academic work included studies on fatigue, motion, and the psychological aspects of management. Lillian's studies significantly contributed to the war effort during both World War I and World War II through her innovative application of industrial engineering principles to improve efficiency and productivity in various aspects of wartime activities. Here's how her work made an impact. World War I. During World War I, Lillian, alongside her husband Frank, applied their expertise in time and motion studies to aid in the efficiency production of war materials. Their methods helped streamline manufacturing processes and reduce waste and increasing output. This was critical for meeting high demands for military equipment and supplies. Specifically, they worked on optimizing the production of munitions and other essential wartime goods, assuring that factories operated at peak efficiency. World War II. In World War II, Lillian Gilbreth's contributions became even more pronounced. She was actively involved in several innovative aimed at supporting the war effort through enhanced productivity and improved working conditions. Here are some of the key areas where her studies made a difference. War Production Board. Lillian served as an advisor on the War Production Board, where she applied her knowledge of industrial engineering to improve the efficiency of war production facilities. Her insights helped factories adopt better practices for maximizing output while minimizing worker fatigue and errors. Number 2, military training efficiency. Gilbreth's expertise in human factories and ergonomics was applied to the training and efficiency of military personnel. She developed methods of optimizing training processes for soldiers, ensuring they could be quickly and efficiently prepared for their roles. This included improving the design of training programs to reduce unnecessary steps and enhancing learning outcomes. Number 3, improvement of equipment design. Lillian worked on designing more efficient and ergonomically sound equipment for military use. Her studies on motion and fatigue were crucial in creating tools and machinery that could be used more efficiently by soldiers and factory workers, reducing the risk of injury and increasing overall productivity. Number 4, women's work in war industries. As women entered the workforce in unprecedented numbers to fulfill roles left vacant by men who had gone to fight, Lillian's research became invaluable. She advocated for better work conditions for women and helped design workplaces that were more suitable for female workers, ensuring they could contribute efficiently to the war effort. Number 5, homefront efficiency. Beyond the factories, Lillian's work on improving household efficiency also played a role. By applying her principles of scientific management to domestic tasks, she helped families better manage their resources and time during the war. This was particularly important as households dealt with rationing, and other wartime restrictions. Lillian Gilbreth's contributions during the wartime efforts exemplified how her pioneering work in industrial engineering and human factors significantly enhanced the efficiency and effectiveness of both production processes and the broader war effort. Her ability to apply scientific principles to practical problems ensured that both the military and civilian sectors could both operate more efficiently under the pressures of wartime demands. Impact on management and ergonomics. Lillian Gilbreth's work extended beyond industrial engineering to influence the broader field of management. She was an advocate for human side of management, emphasizing the importance of understanding employees' needs and motivations. Her insight laid the groundwork for modern human resources management and organizational behavior. In ergonomics, Lillian's research on motion and fatigue provided valuable insight into the design of tools of workspace that enhanced productivity while minimizing physical strain. Her work contributed to the development of ergonomic principles that are widely applied in various industries today. Legacy and honor. Lillian Gilbreth's contributions to science, engineering, and management earned her numerous accolades and honors. She was the first woman to be elected to the National Academy of Engineering and received more than 20 honorary degrees from institutions around the world. In 1984, she was featured as a U.S. postage stamp as a part of the Great American Series, recognizing her pioneering work and enduring influence. Lillian's legacy extended to popular culture as well. She and Frank worked and family life were immortalized in the book Cheaper by the Dozen, written by two other children, Frank Jr. and Ernestine Gilbreth Carey. The book, which highlights the couple's efforts to apply efficiency principles to family life, was later adapted into a successful film. So let's go ahead and talk about Cheaper by the Dozen. It's not an autobiography, but it is a biographical memoir written by the two children and published in 1948. The book provides a humorous and affectionate account of their large family life, focusing on the unique upbringing and unconventional educational methods employed by their parents. The book details the inconvenient ways in which Frank and Lillian applied their time and motion study principles to managing their household and raising their 12 children. It captured the essence of the Gilbreth's family's dynamic, showcasing how principles of efficiency and organization used in their professional work were seamlessly integrated into their home life. Cheaper by the Dozen offered readers a glimpse of the Gilbreths' personal lives, highlighted both the challenges and the joys of growing up in a large, scientifically managed household. While it provides biographical elements and real-life accolades, the narrative style and focus on the family's collective experience distinguishes it from a traditional autobiography. The book's success led to its adaptation into films and features solidified the Gilbreth family's place in popular culture. Lillian Gilbreth's life and career were marked by groundbreaking contributions to industrial engineering, psychology, and management. Her innovative approach to time and motion studies, combined with her emphasis on the human element of work, transformed the field of industrial engineering and laid the foundation for modern economics and human resource management. As a trailblazer for women in science and engineering, Lillian's legacy continued to inspire future generations of scholars. Her work remains relevant and influential, underscoring the enduring importance of integrating human factors into the study of efficiency and productivity. My thoughts. So my thoughts are going to start with the book, Cheaper by the Dozen. One of my favorite parts of the book was actually how to learn how to take bath in the most time efficient way possible. And it's funny, you start with one side of the body and you end on the other side, and that just really stuck out to me for some reason. Out of all the other scenes, that's what really stuck with me. And for my brother, I always remember, and my mom remembers this too, but whenever she was reading the book aloud to us, and the little boy honked the horn, and the dad was under the hood, and he was like, "Daddy, did you see the birdie?" That was always such a funny, just memory we've had as a family. So that's my thoughts on the book and some of my memories. And for the rest, Lillian was quite a fierce woman, I think. She had 12 kids, and she was a great mother. She was very present and also innovative. And all of her innovations really did help her as a mom, and helped other moms with her time efficient ways of running the household, things like that. But also for her time, she had a PhD. Like, that is crazy. And she not only had multiple degrees, but also she went to prestigious colleges, and she taught at Purdue, which is amazing. And one of the first female professors in engineering there. That is astonishing to me. And she definitely was a trailblazer, and also her thoughts and everything, and the ways to be more efficient in wartime. She really did make wartime more efficient for building the machineries and everything needed for war. She really made the war more efficient and timely, and on the production line, stuff like that. And she was even part of the war council. I mean, what female do you know was on a war council back then? I'm pretty sure she was the only one. And so it just was all very interesting learning about her. And I hope y'all found it was interesting too. Leave in the comments your favorite part about the book, and also what you learned today. Thank you, and see you next week. This is Megan signing off with Women of Word Podcast. Don't forget to like, love, subscribe, comment, all those things. It really does help the podcast grow, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all.